Hello there, this is a video outlining water usage. We're having a look at household water use and more specifically water usage charges. Water usage is often charged in a water bill in the following way. Water usage charge, the amount charged to the customer, is based on the amount of water used in kilolitres multiplied by the price per kilolitre. So we'll usually be given 2 out of the 3 items in this little scenario here, and we'll have to do a little rearranging at times to get the item we want on its own, just using the solving of equations techniques. So let's have a look at an example. In example 1, it asks us to find the water usage charge if 72.6 kilolitres was used and the price was $2.753 per kilolitre. So we'll put the items that we know underneath this equation, underneath this formula, and then we'll go from there. So the water usage charge is the thing we're trying to find in this example. The amount of water used, if you have a look at the question, 72.6 kilolitres was used, so we'll put that underneath there, multiplied by the price per kilolitre, and that's $2.753 per kilolitre. So we'll just do that multiplication because the thing we're trying to find, the water usage charge here, is already out the front. We say that's the subject of the formula already. So we don't have to rearrange this at all. We're just multiplying 72.6 by 2.753. And we'll get an answer there of $199.87, and it's logical to round dollar and cents amounts off to 2 decimal places. Example 2, Sam paid $82.50 for using an amount of water. We don't know that amount of water yet, but we know the price. It costs $3.625 per kilolitre. How much water did she use? Sam must be Samantha, but still. So we'll put all the numbers that we have from the question into the formula, or just underneath the formula here. The water usage charge, she was charged $82.50 for using a certain amount of water. We don't know that amount that was used, so we'll just put amount in there. But we do know the price, so we'll put $3.625 per kilolitre underneath the price of the formula. So we'll try to get this amount here on its own, just by solving the equation. If we want to move this multiplication of 3.625 here, we need to do the opposite to both sides. So we'll be dividing both sides of this equation by $3.625. We'll divide it on this right hand side, which will nicely cancel out. A multiplying by 3.625 and a divide by 3.625 will cancel out, and we'll have to do it on the left hand side as well. So when those two cancel each other out, we'll be just left with amount used, and we'll just calculate 82.50 divided by 3.625, get an answer for that. And so amount used will be on its own. It's on the right hand side there, so we'll just switch it around, and we might also round off to 2 decimal places or to however many we like. So we'll do a bit of rounding there to simplify things. So the amount of water she used to be charged $82.50 was 22.76 kilolitres. So notice what we did there. We took the values that we were given in the question, we put them directly underneath the items that they were associated with in the formula there. Then we rearranged to get the item we wanted, the amount used, on its own by using equation techniques. If we want to move a number, we do the opposite to both sides. Example 3, this time we want to find the price of water. If Joshua is charged $54.70 for using 11.6 kilolitres of water. So let's put those items underneath where we have those items in our formula. Water usage charge, he was charged $54.70. The amount used was in the question 11.6 kilolitres, and that leaves us with the price that we're trying to find. So if we want to get that price on its own, to get that the subject of the formula, we're going to have to do the opposite of multiplying by 11.6. We're going to divide 11.6 on both sides. When we divide by 11.6 on the right hand side, that's going to cancel out. but on the left hand side we'll do that calculation. Can you see if that multiplying by 11.6 and dividing by 11.6 are opposite to each other? That kind of cancels that bit out, leaving us with price equaling just this calculation on the left hand side. So price is equal to 4.715-ish, and we'll just round that off a little bit and swap the price to be on the left hand side. We're just swapping that around there. $4.716 per kiloliter if we round off to 3 decimal places. So once again, we put the values that we had in the question underneath those items in the formula, and then we rearranged to get the item we wanted to find, in this case price, on its own. We did the opposite to both sides to move numbers that we wanted to be on the other side there. So the price for Joshua was $4.716 per kiloliter. Okay, so that's basically formula techniques there, but water usage charge was based on the amount used times by the price, and there you have it really. So anytime you've got a formula, put the values straight underneath the item in the formula, and then try and get the item you're trying to find on its own by using equation solving techniques. All the best with this topic, and we'll see you next time. PeterBlakeMaths.com